Hello today, class. The purpose of this speech is to inform you of the steps to take before the interview process and during. So, what is an interview? Well, according to Rosina Marquez, an interview in their various formats, whether structured, semi-structured, or unstructured, represent one of the most popular methods for collecting data. So what does this mean? Have you ever found yourself nervous before an interview? Have you ever been to an interview expecting to be asked questions about the job, but was asked simple questions about yourself that you think would be easy to answer, but find them difficult? Or have you ever been to an interview where you were the interviewer and asked if you had any questions at the end and you just said nope? Who else has ever been asked during the interview, what are your strengths? A common question that people always have trouble answering concisely. Well, according to Alonso, Moscoso, and Quadrado, the employment interview is the most frequently used procedure, and it is the most relevant in the decision-making of practitioners. So, how do you go about doing an interview? To convert an interview into a job, the steps an interviewee must be successful in is how they prepare before the interview, being able to answer common interview questions, and asking questions during the closing phase of the interview process. So, what do you do to prepare for an interview? These are simple steps you should take to better prepare for an interview that can increase your chances of receiving the job. First step, you should prepare for the session by researching your company/industry of interest. 2, you should investigate and identify the most common industry traits sought out, where there are analytical skills, communication skills, business knowledge, and problem-solving skills. And 3, you should make sure your nonverbal skills are just as prepared as your verbal skills, like dressing appropriate attire, which is usually business, professional, and formal wear. And also, you can greet the interviewer with an enthusiastic handshake and a smile. A smile always helps and breaks the ice during the interview. So, one step you could also work on during the interview process is preparing for common questions you will be asked. Use the PAR format and identify a PAR story when preparing for common questions and open-ended questions, which are used alone or in combination with other interviewing techniques to explore topics in depth. And what the PAR method is an acronym. The first letter of the PAR method is a problem. Describe the problem for any question you're asked in 1 or 2 sentences that you had to relate to that question. Then, after you do the problem, you state the action that you took. The action is to explain your actions in response to the problem in 1 or 3 sentences. And then after you explain the action, you go to your result, which is provide a short sentence that expresses the result or the benefit for the company. So you have a problem, an action, and result that relates to each question that you're asked. And the last step you should be prepared for are questions to ask the interview during the closing phase of the interview process. To further help you formulate interview questions to ask, research the company. Like, ask the interviewer questions about the job. An example is, which specific skills are necessary to succeed in this job? Or you can ask the interviewer questions about the company, which is, how does this company compare with its competitors? And last, a good question that you should always ask is ask the interviewer questions to help evaluate your performance, which is, do you have any feedback about how I did during this interview? And for the conclusion, you always want to, once you have prepared for these steps of the interview process, which are preparing before the interview, being able to answer common interview questions, and asking questions during the closing phase of the interview process, you will be better prepared to successfully ace any interview. And I just want to close by leaving you with this quote. One important key to success is self-confidence. And an important key to self-confidence is preparation. And that was by Arthur Ashe. Thank you.